Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. You might be noticing something a little different. I don't usually wear my glasses when I film. This is probably the first time I have ever worn my glasses. I try to wear my contacts because usually when I film, I'm trying to show you what's on my face or what's on my eyes. But today I just couldn't do it. I just wanted to wear my glasses. And this is actually the first day in several days. I was supposed to film this last Saturday, but with all the rain we've been getting because of Hurricane Harvey, I really had not been able to film. It's just been really dreary, really cloudy. So yeah, first day in a while that the sun is really out. So I wanted to film real quick because there's a couple of things I've been wanting to update you on, get you, information on. And so this video is on this little baby right here. It's going to be a Dazzled or Disappointed on the Lilac Geode Shimmering Skin Perfector by Becca. This is the one that released specific to Ulta did I get mine a couple of weeks ago? I think I got it a week ago Sunday is when it released, so I've had plenty of time to use it. It is what I am wearing today. So I have quite a few thoughts for you. I've been using it literally every day, and so I have a lot of thoughts for you and can kind of give you comparisons on the Sephora specific Shimmering Skin Perfector from last year, which was in that pink, I think was it pink quartz, something along those lines. So I will get you comparisons on that. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this review. Okay, so just like I showed a minute ago, this is the box it comes in. It's lilac, so very appropriate for the name of the product. Let me give you a real quick rundown, a real quick description of what the Ulta website says that this is. So this is only at Ulta. I know I already said that, but I will say it again. Like a spotlight for the skin, Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter lights up your favorite features with high impact, ultra reflective shine. And you know, anytime something says that, I am right there. I am all about that. Inspired by the dazzling light of the midday sun, this iconic formula is enriched with ultrafine luminescent pearls that absorb, reflect, and refract light to amplify your natural radiance. The multi-toned pigment pearls adjust to your skin's natural undertones, and unlike traditional pressed powders, this one-of-a-kind formula blends pigments with liquids to create an unparalleled, creamy feel that applies like seamless silk and never cakes. Real quick, for those of you who have never used Becca before, that is, in my opinion, a very true claim. Their powders feel very, very silky, very, very creamy, even though, and I just lost sunlight, I don't know if you could tell, and it just came back. I'm easily distracted sometimes, but the powder feels very, very almost like a cream, even though it is not. So that claim is true. The result is a high shine, elegant finish that doesn't look glittery. Everyone has at least one favorite feature they love. Shine a spotlight on yours. So also to let you know, this it comes with 0.28 ounces and it is $38, which is in line with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector lineup. That's usually what they cost. So let me give you, oh, I have like 3 out here. Okay. So this is what it comes, this is the packaging it comes in. So those of you who know Becca well know that usually this is usually silver. This outer portion is usually like a, kind of like a gray. And so that's what that looks like. In fact, let me grab a standard Becca packaging so you can see the difference. Okay, so here is the special edition. Here is the standard. So it's kind of like a rubberized type, just, kind of basic little outer thing there. And then with this special edition, you've got the trim or the border to match the name, which is lilac, of course. And so this outer is lilac and so is the back, which is nice. When you buy a standard one, it comes in just the regular kind of brownish gray rubberized packaging. So let's open this bad boy up so that you can see what it looks like. So it does come with your compact mirror. I like to point those things out even though I don't know that it's necessary because you all know that that comes with the mirror. And then you've got this bad boy right here. Now I'm going to show you here in a second last year's from Sephora, and then I want to say Becca had a specific one on their website which I also had picked up. So these are a little bit different in that they've got kind of like a little geometric design going on the powder. Usually if you buy Opal, Moonstone, one of their standard shades, it comes just a pressed powder. These come in kind of like a geometric type design. You can tell right there. And so this shade right here is a kind of like a peachy, pinky lilac shade. I don't know. I find it to be more peach than anything. Now I'm going to tell you, I am an NW20 in MAC foundation. I've told you all this before. I am a light neutral in MAC foundations when I am basically non-summertime. I've been having to really lay on the bronzer a little bit thicker lately because when I got a little bit tanned this summer, all of a sudden my foundations didn't match. But I don't have the guts to go, or the want to go buy deeper foundations to match my skin tone during the summer. So what I do is I use what I already have and I load down with bronzer. So, but that is my normal skin tone. So when I first picked this up and I swatched it on my hand, I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is really going to be able to be a highlight on me. This might be more of a blush topper. And so there is the swatch right there. And so I thought, I don't know if I'm really thrilled about spending $38 on a blush topper. So there is the swatch right there. Hopefully you can tell, right in the middle of my hand. And the sun keeps going in and out, so I am hoping you're able to tell what that looks like. So let me I'm going to take off my glasses so that you can see what it looks like on my cheekbones. Again, the sun would have gone away at the most inopportune time, because this would be the time to show you when how this really glows and how this really pops. But anyways, hopefully you can kind of see the sun's coming back. This is so bizarre. Okay, so I hope you can kind of tell. Again, I don't have my glasses on, and of course without contacts, I'm blind as a bat, so I can see myself on the viewfinder, but I can't see if I can see the glow. But anyways, that's what's going on right there. And so you can already tell that based on my skin tone, it's not a blush topper. I have been using it as a highlight. Let me give you this swatch one more time. I have been able to use it as a highlight just fine. It's not too dark at all. And that was my primary concern, because it pulls more peach than anything, even though it's got almost kind of like a multi-dimension. It's got that lilac in there. But if I didn't know it had the lilac, I probably wouldn't have been able to point it out. I don't know, it's so strange. But it's kind of got a peachy pink shift to it, more predominantly peach. So that's what that looks like. Now, I have used it for several days, again, since the day I pretty much picked it up. Let me give you a comparison, and then I'm going to go into other thoughts. So this is it's called, not pink quartz, rose quartz was the powder that was, or the Shimmering Skin Perfector that was specific to Sephora last year at this time. So this is what this looks like. Obviously, based on the name, you know it's a more pinky tone. And then the one I just showed you is more peachy. So hopefully you can see those two swatches. The bottom swatch is rose quartz, so that's going to be the pinkier version. And then this is Lilac Geode, which is the more peachy version. And then last year, around this time also, which... okay, let me go into that in a second. I have like so many thoughts going on right now. Prismatic Amethyst was the powder that Becca came out with last year at this time on their website, and that's where I picked this one up, which right now is the time frame that they just released the, I think it's something called Smoky Topaz, something along those lines. I'm really curious to pick it up. The only thing is I love picking up from Sephora or Ulta, because if I'm not crazy about it, I can still return it. It's not as easy of a process to me when you're ordering directly from the brand. But I don't know. I may need to look into, I don't know. I might still get that anyways. This is Prismatic Amethyst, which is going to be more of a kind of pinky lilac multi-dimensional shade, and definitely lighter. So up here you've got Prismatic Amethyst, right here you've got Lilac Geode, and then down here you have got Rose Quartz. The middle one, again, being the Ulta Exclusive for this year, this one being the Sephora Exclusive last year, and this one being last year's Becca Exclusive. So that's what those look like. So you can see what they, how they compare and what they look like on my skin tone. I'm already going to tell you that let me find it. Okay, so Lilac Geode, I have found that it performs just as nicely as their regular powders, as Opal, as Moonstone, that soft, silky powder texture that almost feels like a cream. This one 100% performs up to standard. It's not like it was anything. I'm always reluctant when Ulta or when a brand releases something specific to Ulta. I'm not usually as concerned when they release specific to Sephora, which is strange. But I have just not had amazing experiences with those products specific to Ulta. So it was kind of like, I just don't know what this is going to look like. Anyways, so as far as consistency, absolutely on par with all of their other powders, with all of their other Shimmering Skin Perfectors. I just was 100% satisfied, 100% impressed, as I usually am, with the consistency. Was very happy to find that it performed just the same as the rest. As far as the shade, I told you I was a little reluctant because I thought I'm going to have to use it as a blush topper, and that's not really what I was going for. Oh my gosh, so I had been wearing it while wearing my glasses, and it looked great, don't get me wrong. And I've told y'all before, I always layer my highlight, so I always use some sort of a highlight cream, or in essence a cream, as a base before I use any kind of powder highlight, because I'm one of those people who loves my highlight to absolutely pop out of this world. So yeah, I just, you know, that's just my preference. Not everybody likes that. Some people like more subtle. That's just my preference. And so the first day I put it on, I put my base on, put this on, and it looked lovely. It looked so, so pretty. I'm like, okay, I like it. I just don't know if I'm seeing something super, super different to warrant the price tag when I've got so many other really nice, you know, comparables too. So I'm thinking, okay, all right, what do I want to do about this? It's limited edition. You know, am I loving it as much as I really want to love it? It's beautiful, but I want to be stunned. I want to be just, I mean, out of this world. Wow. Well, a few days ago, I switched over to my contact lenses and I put this on, and I looked in the mirror a little, you know, I had done my makeup in a little while, little while later. I came to the mirror for whatever reason, and I was like, oh, this thing is nice. I love it. And ever since then, I have just been so amazed. I love this thing. This is awesome. Worth every cent of the $38. I cannot stress enough that this is beautiful. So if you've been on the fence, I suggest grab it. You can always return it if you're not crazy about it. It's always harder to return something once you've kind of, you know, put your brush in there and used it, because it's like, it's used, it's not new anymore, you can't resell it. But at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, there's that chance you're going to love it. So, and that's what return policies are there for. Not to be abused, but you know, I mean, for the consumer, if you're not happy, just take it back. So I would absolutely suggest picking this up. I don't think you'd be let down. I think you would very, very much love it. This thing is amazing. I can't put it down. I have been using it every single day. So, not to mention the trim is so pretty. Let me give you a real quick comparison. So that trim is like a lilac. Last year's rose quartz was a pinky color, so rose, very appropriate. And then the Prismatic Amethyst is going to be the closest in shade to this lilac, because it is like a purple. It's more of a purple than a lilac, obviously. And so I love it when they do these, because then you kind of know, if you've got them, you know, lined up in your drawer, you kind of know based on the trim of the compact what color you're reaching for. So I really love that they do that. It makes it extra special. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope if you've been on the fence on this product that this would have helped convince you one way or the other. Not that it would have convinced you to go buy it, but maybe, you know, because of the shade, because of my skin tone, whatever the case may be. Maybe you've been convinced, okay, you know what, that's not for me. And then if that's the case, then my job here is done. It's my hope that it would have helped you decide one way or the other. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I want to give you the verse of the day before I let you go. Today's comes from Deuteronomy 30:20, and it says, "Love the Lord your God, listen to his voice, and hold fast to him, for the Lord is your life." With all the catastrophe going on right now, it hurts my heart to see Houston and Corpus Christi and just, you know, everything that's happening to my state. It makes me very, very sad. It's one thing when it's always sad when you see it on the news and it's your country, but then when it's your state, that's very, very different. And this is my home state, has been my state my whole life. So you know, Texas for me is you know, Texas is in my heart. So, but this verse just clearly tells you, you know, hold fast to Christ, hold fast to God, because in this chaos that's going on, in, you know, these catastrophes that happen, all of this stuff can go away. It can be taken overnight. But you know what? Christ never goes away. And if you hold fast to him, he just will always be there to love you, take care of you, be your best friend. It's just, if you have not tried him, I highly suggest, highly suggest trying him out. He won't let you down. Guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel and you're new to my channel, I hope you will consider subscribing. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up if you did find it helpful one way or the other. And if you would like to find me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. I will see you guys very, very soon. Take care. Bye.